Why is it always oak that everybody wants? Well, there's only one thing for it. There's only one thing to do. Axe time! Welcome to Zedcraft Season 3.
Chop, 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 chopping trees. Chop, 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 chopping trees. Chop, 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 chopping trees all the day long. Chop, 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 chopping trees all the day long. All day long. All day long. Chop, 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 chopping trees all the day long. Chop the oak and birch and spruce. Chop the oak and birch and spruce. Chop the oak and birch and spruce all the day long. Acacia and jungle too, all the woods, all the day. Acacia and jungle too, all the day long. All day long. All day long. Acacia and jungle too, all the day long. Chop, 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 chopping trees. Chop, 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 chopping trees. Chop, 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 chopping trees all day long. All day long. All day long. Chop, 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 chopping trees all the day long.
So that's all taken care of. Now I've returned to the edge of the pit, the big hole, and I've made a couple of changes since I was last here in a video. We have the ground is now all dug out to bedrock. There shouldn't be any stone. There's probably a few blocks under there that I missed, but basically it's all gone. And I put a layer of black glass across the top. Now I know I was talking about doing different things in different parts, but I don't really know what that pattern is right now. And because we've got the data pack that lets us re-dye glass, I can always haul some of the black glass out and change the colour if I want to. And I might well do that. Depends what else goes in here. I've got some ideas, but I don't know exactly what that's going to be. I have decorated the edge of the creeper farm with sort of creeper themed random wool blocks, thanks to the community wool farm by Thomas to Space for the wool. And I've also, of course, done all of the wood up here. Experimented here with some red terracotta, just seeing what kind of thing might work on these sides. I think I am going to keep the diagonals. I was considering expanding out to the full circle, but I'm going to keep these mostly because I really like these stairs. And I've only actually put stair blocks on the one of them, which is this one over here. And I'm still pondering the others because Minecraft is slightly lacking in interesting stairs. But if I use a lot of wood of different colours, then maybe something interesting can come together, because the stone ones don't really offer a lot, and I don't want to use just stone like this. So that's all for another time. The thing I want to look at in this episode is what I'm going to do with this shade. This is the layer of slabs which keeps all the light off the creeper farm, and it literally pretty much does exactly the creeper farm platforms. They are in perpetual darkness. even though there's all of this open space around, and I really, really like that. But what I need to do is figure out another pattern for it. I'm going to move it lower, and I'm going to make it out of something else. Obviously it needs to be spawn proof, and bottom slabs, as this is, are spawn proof, but I think in order to be in keeping with what's going on here in the center, I think I'm going to make it out of these same wool blocks that I used for the walls. And how low to put it? I really don't know, but well, I'll find out. One slight problem with this though is that there's all these chests up here, and they are almost completely full of the excavations. And that's even leaving goodness knows how many thousands of blocks on the ground to despawn, rather than putting them all in chests. Sorry, server admins watching. I know that's entities, but we do have entity grouping on, and there wasn't any issues while I was doing it. So I need to move all of that stuff, which means I'm going to need probably to make up all of my supply of shulker shells into shulker boxes and haul it over to the main base, and put them into sort of bulk storage, and then I can get rid of that and put a new platform on the top. And that's also going to mean this beacon's going to have to go. So I'll start there and get back to you. The clearing up is going to be really boring, so I'm not going to make you watch. Hello? Hey, this is a strange... What? Oh. Do I have to report you for animal cruelty again? So here is all the stuff from the top of the creeper farm. There's quite a lot. These boxes are almost all full. There's at most one in each pile that is not full. It's a lot of things. These floating ones over here have all the ores in, so I'm going to need to go fortune up all the coal, smelt all the iron and gold, etc, etc, etc. But that can wait. I've also been busy with the platform itself. So I said I was going to get rid of it, replace it with something that matched the sides. I think I said that. It was a couple of days ago I recorded that bit, to be honest. Things got busy in real life. But here is the new platform with its little support column thing. It looks completely ridiculous. I kind of love it. Yeah, creeper colour scheme all over. It's a creeper farm. I think that's appropriate. I'm still a bit torn on whether I should surround it with glass or not, because it feels like creeper farms should probably be segregated from everything else. But I quite like this openness. If we sit here for a little while, we should get some creepers spawning. Although there's a few people on. As you can see, there's a lot of chat. And Aaron's streaming, actually. So, yeah, look, there's a creeper. So this is still wide enough to be dark. I checked it, and the skylight is all under 7. So we should get creepers spawning beautifully. So the next job is a bit of figuring out what to do. Now, Boonsea came by earlier to get a tour of my base, and we were discussing what I was planning here, and she suggested that maybe I could put the nether portal in this arc here, and I think that's a really, really good idea. Now, obviously, you can't make non-square ones, and you certainly can't make curved ones, and it wouldn't be able to be that big anyway. But it's only a few blocks off, so if I just build a big portal here, that's going to be utterly amazing. I just need to figure out a design that maybe I can sort of have an analogue of it in the others. Or maybe they should all be completely different. I don't really know. I really don't actually know, but I do know that from those boxes on top of the creeper farm, I got a massive pile of obsidian. So let's go get it, build a massive portal, light it up, and just see what it looks like. Now this is obviously a good place because it's the one with the big cliff. So it doesn't have an open area behind it like all of the others do. So it's the best one to build a nether portal in. And I'm just thinking about width. I'm not sure what the maximum dimensions of a nether portal are. But let's just go for what might be aesthetically right first. And if it's too big, it's too big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we've got 17 blocks to play with. Which means if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's the center block. And I don't want to build it. Do I want to build it at this level and have another bit of staircase going up to it? Yes, maybe I do. So I'll just put blocks on either side, keep it centered. No, not there. I think that wide, because then I've got 4 blocks to play with for further decoration. And maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's half the height of the first bit. 11, 12, 13. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Counting with Matthew, you are welcome. So, who we've got? We've got 4 blocks on each side. That's good. Is it looking right? I think maybe a little bit taller. Ooh, how about if it's tall enough that a diagonal line from there hits the corner? I think that might be nice. I've got some diorite lying around it. That'll be nice and distinctive. So if I pop that there, I can actually mark out that line. So not these blocks on the bottom. And then, hup, no, okay. Hup, yeah, there. So just one more block actually, and then pop a top on it. Maybe that will give it a relationship. Maybe that's the sort of design cue for this. I am making this up on the spot, you can tell. The portal frame has to be dealt with somehow. There's no way I can actually hide that. So maybe there's good. Let's light it up and pop some stairs along the front in order to figure out what that looks like. Make it slightly less intrusive maybe. I definitely brought too much obsidian, didn't I? But maybe more obsidian will be the key to doing the rest of the design. So I get this wonderful chest of stone stairs, which Aaron left for future use, as it says. Just pop them all along here. I'll have to check the lighting because I've just removed a load of torches, and that's obviously a concerning business around here. Don't want any creepers. I'll just pop a torch in either side just to make sure. Okay, so that should link up to exactly this nether portal. There's nobody else close enough in the nether that I'm linked to it, I hope. So maybe before I finish demolishing this whole thing, although it doesn't really matter, I just have to move the portal on the other side, I'll just go through and check. Yes. This is the scary tunnel. I'm rather proud of it, although it's so simple. I'm actually thinking a curve. And I know I lined that up to be a sort of 45-degree into the corner, but I think maybe ignore those and build a curve out of the top like so. And maybe it will echo the curve of the wood a little bit. So I'm going to use diorite as scaffolding here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing. Okay. Something weird is happening. No, it's not. Okay. I'm just not holding shift properly. 1, 2, 3. Hold shift. That's better. 1, 2. I think we can have another 3 because there's the whole line of the portal already. And what does this curve look like? Oh! Oh, look, a cave, an unlit cave. I'll have to deal with that. I'm not sure about this. Actually, that's okay from here. Should it be connected or not, though? The obsidian is kind of a heavy texture, but the whole thing is... I'll leave it connected for now. Just hop up on here. So what was it? 3. Then another 3. And then 1, 2, 1. Go look at both sides. Running low on rockets here. I do get through a lot. Gunpowder farm though. I just need to build a sugarcane farm because I'm running out of that. Okay, there's some promise there. The shapes are a little bit weird, but I don't mind. They're quite nice shapes. But I think probably time to go and deal with this cave because we can't be having this. Oh, everyone's despawned, have they? Oh no. Hi, zombie! Oh, you had a bone. That's why you didn't despawn. Okay. Oh no. How big is this place? And how cool is it going to be when we're doing this in the cave update? Oh. Really looking forward to that. But that's a long time away. Nearly a year, maybe. Oh no, this is going to be big, isn't it? We at least have a few mobs to fight. Not too many. But I'm a bit worried about what might be down here. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there they all are. Having a big party. Hope I can find my way back. Remember to go up the water. Is this going to link back into that cave? Oh my goodness, look, it goes up there. Wow. Does this go anywhere or is it just... No, it doesn't. Good. I like a bit of caving, but I don't like the ones that just go on and on and on and on and on forever, or feels like they do. Hi, Skeleton Man. Hello. Yeah, he's keeping his distance very well. I really should get the bow ready. There we go. And an Enderman. Do not look at the Enderman. Oh no. What is it with this world this season? There's ravines everywhere. Upon emerging from the cave, I still like that. I can do more up there, but I think that's a good start. I'm going to need to cover this in something. Just fill these in maybe, because that's not particularly nice look. And I feel like I want to echo... I either want to echo this, or I want to do something different. And I've got the materials to echo that right now. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you've seen Mumbo Jumbo's videos of late, I stole this randomization technique off him. And I really can't think why I didn't either think of it before or someone else never did it before, except I'm not doing it using a fancy mouse with a fancy scroll wheel. I have a fairly fancy mouse, but it doesn't do that. And I believe Mumbo wore his hardware out doing this. I am doing it by using an auto hotkey script, where I just press one of the lesser used buttons on my mouse, and it starts continuously sending mouse wheel down through the Windows input system. And as long as I've distributed everything on my hotbar appropriately, I get effectively random patterns, because the timing of my clicks determines the randomness. And that is pretty much, certainly not in a resonant relationship with the frequency at which the auto scroller is scrolling. The only problem being that you can't use shift to stop going off an edge while this is happening. It just ignores the crouch. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. Let's take a look. I'm not convinced that this was the right idea, but it's worth a try. Ready, and oh. Huh. Well, I'm not quite sure what to think of that. Maybe it should be purple. I like the general idea, though. I really like the general idea. I don't think I'll use obsidian globally for this. I think probably wood would be better, but the obsidian is necessary for the nether portal unless I bring the wood one forward and give it all some depth. But then I'm going to have to light up the tops of things, and I have enough trouble with this spawning monsters as it is. Well, I'll think of something. I think that about wraps it up for this episode. It's taken a lot more effort to make than the time I ended up with, but I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I'll see you hopefully another time on the Zedcraft survival server.